Okay. Good morning, students, and welcome to our B3 Assembly. We're going to begin today with a guided meditation by students from Mrs. Englehart's class.
Good morning. I'm Annabelle Whipple.
I'm Claire Malchioni.
I'm Hudson Weil.
And I'm Colin Doherty.
This morning we're going to lead a guided meditation for our B3 Assembly on Social Justice. Thank you for being with us. We ask that everyone sit well, feel your bottom rooted into the chair, back straight, shoulders down, neck relaxed. We will take 3 long, deep breaths. Inhale slowly and exhale. Breath number 1. Breath number 2. Breath number 3. Now take a big stretch. Reach up to the sky. Sun, beyond the sun, to the universe, and stretch, and breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Slowly put your arms down.
Now picture yourself in the sky, way up, like an astronaut in space, looking down upon our planet. And breathe in and breathe out. As you breathe out, pretend you are breathing love, peace, and goodwill upon the planet. As you fill your lungs with air, feel your peace expanding upon the planet. Breathe in and breathe out. Now, as you are swooping down from the sky, pretend you are soaring into a continent. See North America. Breathe in and breathe out. And now exhale love and goodwill onto the entire continent. And breathe in and breathe out.
If you get distracted, that's okay. Just gently bring your mind back and now see our country, America, the United States in your mind. Picture and breathe in and out. As you breathe out, send warm, gentle breaths of love, healing, goodness to all our land. Now as you fly closer, picture our state in New York. Picture it in your mind, the people, the cities, the forests. Slowly breathe in beautiful energy to our state and our people. Picture everybody in your mind together.
Now fly in even closer. Picture our town, Bronxville, our community. Picture Bronxville in your mind. The trees, the school, our shops and homes. See all the people in our town, all the people who make up our community. And breathe in and out. And in and out. And as you breathe in and out, send good wishes to everyone in our community. Fill your community with your peace. Send happiness, send harmony, send love. Picture our whole community together, all holding hands, all smiling, all in peace, together. Say to yourself, we are all one, we are all one, we are all one. Now sit quietly, and when we ring the singing bowl, take a long, deep breath.
Take a moment to notice yourself. What do you notice?
Thank you so much, students, for leading us in our mindful moment this morning. And
And once again, welcome everyone to our B3 Assembly. This weekend, our entire country is remembering an important person in our history, whose name is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And Martin Luther King Jr. fought very hard for something called social justice, which means equal rights and fair treatment for people of all races and skin colors. Martin Luther King Jr. believed very strongly that everyone should be treated fairly no matter what, and he led many peaceful protests so others could see that treating all people equally was very important. And he had many supporters who marched with him all over our country. What are some things that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said at this time? One thing he said was that hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. Meaning that when people show hate, you don't hate them back, but instead show love and kindness, and that will get the hate to stop. He also said that sooner or later, people all over the world will have to discover a way to live together. He talked about the importance of bringing people together who had differences and showing them that they could live together peacefully. Dr. King also said that when the history books are written, someone will say there lived Black people who had the courage to stand up for their rights. And standing up for your rights and the rights of others is a very difficult thing to do and absolutely takes courage.
Last Friday, we had some special visitors, authors, Andrea and Brian Pinkney, who talked to us about the books they have written. Do you remember when they spoke about the book Sit-In? And they told us the story of 4 boys who wanted to sit at a lunch counter, but would not be served. They sat peacefully, showing people that it was not okay to not serve them just because of the color of their skin. Thinking about standing up for yourself and others, as the boys in this book and Martin Luther King Jr. reminds me of one of my favorite books called Say Something. This book was written by Peter Reynolds, who also wrote our whole school read this year. Let's listen to it now.
Say Something by Peter H. Reynolds. The world needs your voice. Mine? Yes, yours. Go ahead. It doesn't need to be perfect as long as it's from your heart. You can say something in many ways, with words, actions, with creativity. If you see someone lonely, say something by just being there for them. If you see an empty canvas, say something with your brush. If you see an empty lot, say something by planting a seed and watching it bloom. If you see someone being hurt, say something by being brave. Hey, stop! If you see something beautiful, say something with a poem. If you have a brilliant idea, say something with confidence. Eureka! If you want to show the world who you are, say something with style. Ta-da! If you are angry, say something to help people understand. You made me feel invisible. It really hurt. I'm really sorry. If you see an injustice, say something peacefully. Inspire others to do the same. Sometimes you'll say something and no one will be listening, but keep saying what is in your heart, and you will find someone who listens. keep saying it. And you might be surprised to find the whole world is listening. If you are grateful for being alive, quietly say something to the stars, to the universe. Some people find it easier to say something than others. But everyone has something to say. So when you're ready, say something. Your voice can inspire, heal, and transform. Your voice can change the world. Are you ready to say something?
Peter Reynolds shows us in this book how
Say something by people.
And use our voices in really positive ways, which is just what Martin Luther King Jr. did.
In honor of Martin Luther King Jr., our school is going to be participating in a Martin Luther King Jr. Day of Service this year. And we're going to be partnering with Feeding Westchester to help those who are in need. On Tuesday, we're asking each student to bring in one item off of this list to donate. And then our student council members will be collecting these items and bagging them, and then we'll be bringing them over to Feeding Westchester. Our goal is for us to have 100% participation. So please remember to bring in one of these items on Tuesday, and I'll be sending this flyer home with your parents today. And now we have some B3 celebrating to do. Mrs. Adams, you want to start off with our charts?
Absolutely. So starting with our kindergarten classes who have filled their B3 charts, congratulations to Mrs. Kramer's class, Mrs. Matthias, Mrs. Murphy, and Mrs. Wiles's class. Well done. In first grade, we have Mrs. Bilgeray's class, Mrs. Kaipar, Mrs. Novak, Mrs. Westerheim, and Mrs. McMullen's class. In second grade, B3 charts filled, Mrs. Aronson, Mrs. Blauner, Mrs. Polville, Mrs. Feingold, and Mrs. Rutherford. In third grade, Mr. Chow, Mrs. Lindahl, Mrs. Matthews, Mrs. Hanson, and Miss Hand. In fourth grade, Mr. Dirienzo, Mrs. Wright, Mrs. Curtis, Mrs. Janik, and Mrs. Labrini. And in fifth grade, Mrs. Engelhardt, Mrs. Jeremiah, Mr. Myers, Ms. Payne, Mrs. Figueroa, Mrs. Zonenshine, and Mrs. Kokocha. Well done.
Nice job, everybody. And now we have our students who went above and beyond and earned some Bronco cards. Congratulations to Patrick Belkey, Dakota Ching, Gigi Fresh, Daniela Gambino, Tommy Hine, Dempsey Herr, Cameron Holbert, Lila Hyde, Artie Hyde, Johan Klosa, Peter Lamberton, Jackson Stern, Connell Strickland, Allison Sullivan, and Portia Triani. Congratulations. And now let's end our B3 assembly with our Bronco cheer. Students, I want to hear you in the hallways. You ready? We are Bronxville.
Broncos.
We are Bronxville. We are Bronxville. Let's be responsible. Let's be safe.
Go Broncos.
Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. Fifth graders from Mrs. Engelhardt's class, thank you again for leading our meditation. Everyone, have a great Friday.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.